Hello friends and welcome to another Modern League. Today we're playing Jeskai Tempo, very similar to Is It Tempo. Basically the only difference is we're adding a splash of white for Prismatic Ending and Wear Tear out of the sideboard. Prismatic Ending has revealed itself to be one of the best removal spells currently available in Modern, no surprise. So we're going to be using this to get rid of whatever ails us, and backing that up with a full set of counterspells and Unholy Heat and even a few lightning bolts to deal with whatever is left over. And then to win the game, we're running Ragavan, Dragon Rage Channeler, and the Murktide Regent. Um, that triple threat of creatures is all you need. We do have a pair of Jace in the sideboard. If we're looking to really grind, we can bring that in. I guess like it is technically a win condition. I haven't seen anyone win with a Jace the Mind Sculptor in quite some time, but who knows? Could happen. Could happen. Otherwise, we have a very strong stable of sideboard cards. Three of Blood Moon, which can just end a game as soon as it hits the board, depending on what the opponent is playing. We've also got some more counter magic with Flusterstorm and Mystical Dispute, and then a little bit of Graveyard Hate with Soul Guide Lantern and a pair of Engineered Explosives to mop up whatever may be if we got to deal with some tokens or what have you. What the? What is this? Only cards with even mana values. When it enters the battlefield, each player mills 4 cards. Put a creature card with an even mana value from among the milled cards onto the battlefield under your control. Weird. All right, so we're on the play rather. We have a 1-land hand, but we got a bunch of cantrips. I'm going to keep this. All right, so we can Mishra's Bauble ourself. I don't really see like any value to that because we're going to see our top card anyways from Consider. I think I'm just going to Mishra's Bauble the opponent on their upkeep. Chart a course. Well, they only have... oops, I do not want to skip through this turn. Okay, good. They only have even mana values, so they're not going to be playing anything this turn unless it's a 0. Let's consider. Serum Visions. I mean, it's not a land, so let's bottom it, or rather put it into the graveyard. Prismatic Ending. Get to draw 2 cards. Still find no land, so let's consider, look for a land. Puts out the graveyard. Oh, we always had it. I think I'm just going to go ahead and play this untapped so we can hold up Spell Pierce here. And we can take this stop off the upkeep. So let's see here. We actually have enough cards in the graveyard here to just throw down Murktide next turn. Turn 3 Murktide. Let's go. Charming Prince. We actually have nothing that interacts with that right now. I'm kind of into just making a 7/7 on my turn. It means I take down counter magic, but I don't know. I don't know what the opponent is even doing, right? So I don't know what I should be afraid of. Alright, turn 3, here's a 7/7. Chart a course. Yep. Draw 2 cards, discard. Huh. So they have this in the deck as well. Okay, so they're doing some sort of something, and it's going to be scary when it actually happens. Fortunately, we've got counter magic from here on out. And attack with a Murktide past turn, and hold up Counterspell, Spell Pierce. Murktide is all we need to win the game here. So we'll just play Protect the Queen. If they're not doing something that kills us, or kills the Murktide, then I don't care. Do I want to kill that with Unholy Heat? I guess it doesn't matter at this point, because it's already attacking, so they'd already get the extra draw from Chart a Course, so we'll just leave it. Sure. Kind of wish I had a Lightning Bolt, but is what it is. Attack. Well, I guess we counter that. Cast Mishra's Bauble. Hope that we get a Lightning Bolt. They have another one of these Doom of the Depths on top of their library. Pass turn. Hold up Spell Pierce. So it kind of looks like Spell Pierce isn't actually that good. They got a lot of creatures here. Faithful Mending. Do I want to Spell Pierce this? I don't think so, right? We just let them mend and then we Spell Pierce the card that they use to reanimate their thing. Like if they have Goryo's Vengeance to return a legendary creature, we just counter that. Because they could throw this out as a bait and then like Goryo's Vengeance this and go into a Doom of the Depths string. I don't know what they're doing. Grief. Okay, that's a pretty good play. It means that this Spell Pierce isn't going to work. We're just going to let this happen. If we Unholy Heat the Grief, they could Ephemerate in response, so I want to make them take the Unholy Heat, and then we can Spell Pierce the Ephemerate, if that's the plan. But I mean, realistically, that doesn't actually do anything. They're probably just going to take the Spell Pierce here, and then, I don't know, go into Combo Town. So now's their chance. Shields down, as it were. Yeah, they exiled another one of these things. Gyruda. They have Chalice of the Void. Chalice on 1 would be a bit of a pain. I guess we could bring in Wear Tear to combat that, but I mean, we just have Prismatic Ending, so we probably just keep the endings and then don't bother with the Wear Tear. There's Goryo's Vengeance, just like I thought. Each player mills 4 cards, put a creature with even mana value, which none of my creatures have, so it's going to have to be one of theirs. Looks like they get a Grief, and I think we win with this. I should have actually used Unholy Heat here to get rid of maybe this or something. But yeah, they're coming in for 8 damage. I don't care. So let's see here. Blood Moon's actually kind of interesting. I don't mind that. Flusterstorm, and I like the Soul Guide Lantern. I think we just bring in Blood Moon as well. I think the Prismatic Endings aren't actually that good in the matchup, and also being the only card that requires white mana with Blood Moon, it's not going to be that great. But we are going to want to have some answers to Chalice on 1. Take out the Archmage Charm because we're bringing in Blood Moon. It's actually uncastable. And I think I might take out some number of Unholy Heat. Not really looking to interact with their board. I'm more interested in interacting with the spells they're casting. Another 1-land hand. I got just a ton of cantrips. Another 1-land hand with cantrips. But this time we have a turn 1 Ragavan. Turn 1 Dragon Rage Channeler might just even be better, because we have the Surveil mechanic right away with Mishra's Bauble. Okay, second land. Third land. I think I'm going to start building the graveyard. On their upkeep, I'm going to want to Bauble, because we know that they have Grief, so no reason to show them an extra card. They got a Triome to hand. Okay, let's take the stop off the upkeep here, and F6. Charming Prince. Oh, interesting. They did not reveal their companion this round, so they actually have some odd numbered, or yeah, the CMC is odd for some of their cards this round. Got another Serum Visions and Expressive Iteration, so I think we just go Visions Visions this turn. I'm going to leave Ragavan on top so that I can put it into the graveyard. Which is going to boost the Darcy to a 3/3. Get a land. Let's see here to the bottom. And I think we'll put the Consider on the bottom as well. So next turn we get to choose between holding up Counterspell or playing Murktide. I don't think the Murktide's all that good, and then we lose the thing for the Darcy here. I think I just hold up Counterspell. Blood Moon, okay. So we Blood Moon, and then they only have a white source, and everything else is dead. We don't have any blue sources, which is also bad, but Ragavan can eventually put that together. I could just say Blood Moon, and my Dragon Rage Channeler is going to kill you. Okay, resolved. So we are committed. Oh, come on, really? They have the other basic. I'm going to be so punished. Oh, no way. I took their Goryo's Vengeance. No real reason to cast it, right? Like, I could bring Ragavan back and then lose it, so it seems bad. I could Expressive Iteration. I can't really hold up Counterspell this turn. By Iteration, I could find a land, but, like, eh. Leave that on top. It's an easy one to use with the Iteration. The Gristlebrand on top. No blocks, or sorry, no attacks, I mean, so they want to block the Ragavan this turn. Well, then I won't give it to them, if that's their plan. Okay, so the gambit pays off. Blood Moon ends up winning us the game. Even though we weren't able to cast many of our spells, we cut ourselves off of blue entirely by doing that. We still managed to win the game because the opponent wasn't able to cast their spells. I think we keep this. Hand looks good. Probably just play first turn Ragavan pass. Start with the Steam Vents so that we can get Hallowed Fountain with a Scalding Tarn. And we got Bolt and Unholy Heat so that they are Hammer Time. We do have some answers to their combo. Ah, Handsome! Good morning. Glad you were able to make it. Alright, Esper Sentinel, so we are indeed facing Hammer Time. We will give that an Unholy Heat. Don't like that. Double blockers. We're gonna have to kill both of them if we want to get through with Ragavan, and that means they get to draw a card. I think that's still what we have to do, though. Wonder if we have... looks like we don't have Sacred Foundry. Ooh, we get Esper Sentinel. Okay. I will play that card. That's a good one. Ingenious Smith. And a Memnite. Ragavan is not having an easy time with this one. Another Steam Vent. We haven't played a land this turn. I guess we can top this. So much value. I'm going to attack with the Ragavan, then play the other Ragavan, I think. They're going to block this with Memnite. Already down to 13. How about casting something to let me draw a card, huh? I stole your Esper Sentinel. I would like to use it. There we go. Thank you. Ooh. Down to 13. Shocking. I like the Murktide. So we could consider first, then Murktide, and just have a huge flying creature. This thing, unfortunately, has already hit 3/3. Oh, Prismatic Ending? No. Kind of want that. Can't cast it, but definitely want it. Cancel this. Supposed to do that after combat. So that we can get the attack in with Darcy that flies. Who needs sequencing? That's not important in Magic, right? Right? Okay, we got an 8/8. So that's 2 hits with Murktide for the win. Woof. That's really good. They just get to throw down 2. Oh, it's Hammer Shadow Spear. Yeah, that's great too. So we really, really need to find some white mana. And as is, like, this is basically just death anyway. Okay, so yeah, we're dead. Because they already had the spear, I guess. Okay, they got the spear, they had 2 hammers. There's nothing we can even do here. 8, 9, 10. We still take 15 and die. GG. Blood Moon isn't normally good against the mono white Hammer Time, but it's good against Hammer Time decks that go into a different color. Ragavan is pretty bad in this matchup. Let's just take it out. Yes, they do have Luris. Although there is a style of Hammer Time deck that Crusher has been experimenting with, which does not run Luris. It instead runs Swords and the Complete. Exactly. Oh, and Nettle Cyst. It runs Nettle Cyst. Hey, Josh, thanks for the follow, friend. Ugh. I hate it. This one we can work with. What do we get rid of here? Could just get rid of Murktide. I mean, obviously we're keeping this. We just got to figure out what we're going to ditch. I think it's either Murktide or Counterspell. We obviously keep the Wear Tear. Darcy seems like a pretty solid keep. I'm thinking we can probably get the Murktide out pretty quick. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can practically get this out on turn 2. We're just missing one card. But we are missing the one card, so it's not going to happen. Yeah, I'm just going to keep the Counterspell. Counterspell and Wear Tear. Serum Visions. To the graveyard with you. Going to want to get that Dragon Rage Channeler ready to go. And, I mean, they could potentially have Thoughtseize. I don't know if they bring it in this matchup, but we're going to wait for the upkeep to crack the Bauble. They have a Prismatic Ending they're drawing. Woof. So they can just get rid of Darcy here. And now we don't have a threat. Oh, they play Esper Sentinel instead. Okay. Ooh, you don't say. We're pretty close to Delirium. I'm just wondering if I want to hold up the Counterspell. Probably not. We could consider here and make our way to Delirium. We don't have Counterspell up that way, but Wear Tear is going to be pretty strong next turn. Alright, I have to pay for this. Oh, that's true. I could have attacked and then used the Consider. You're right. Would have maybe got the Esper Sentinel for free, and that would have been sweet. If we get the Blood Moon here, it's looking pretty good. Put Lurrus to hand, yep. Well, there's a card we're never casting. Are you playing the Pauper Super Qualifier this weekend? I don't know, maybe. I might. I have a ton of qualifier points, so I might just do that. We're going to play Murktide this turn. Hello there. Yeah, we're just going to pass, I guess. 2 decks ready, no idea what to play. What decks do you have ready? Okay. Easy win with Blood Moon. And if the opponent was playing the classic version mono white, Blood Moon, I mean, it would still have an effect. It kills the Urza Saga, so it makes them dead in hand. But when they're playing the Orzhov version, Blood Moon's actually a killer. Oh yeah, Dimir Fairies is definitely one of the best decks in the format. In your opinion, why Jeskai version better than blue-red version? I mean, Prismatic Ending. I mean, it's like a very simple answer, and I'm sorry if it sounds cheap, but this card is insane. It's super, super good. So we have the opportunity to play Prismatic Ending. Why wouldn't we? Yeah, and Wear Tear's good as well. Like, Wear Tear's the cherry on top. But realistically, it's for Prismatic Ending. Oh, Handsome's a big fan of Cycle Storm, huh? Cool, cool, cool. I don't know what I would play for a big Pauper tournament, though. I don't generally do very well with Affinity or Dimir, so I'd have to go a little bit off meta. Maybe just go for like Jund Cascade or something, or maybe get really brave and just play Black Sack and see how that works. Eh, it's okay. It would be a lot better if I had access to Sacred Foundry. I think it's good enough to keep, though. They have another turn 1 Esper Sentinel, that's a real pain. Probably just slam Engineered Explosives into it at that point, so that they have difficulty playing into explosives. Damn it, it is Esper Sentinel again. I could also, like, Prismatic Ending the Sentinel, but then we don't have red mana. And they get to draw a card from it. It's probably still what we're going to do, I think. Just get rid of this menace. No foundries. Sacred Foundry. Right, none of those. Genius Smith shows off a Bauble. Oops. Whew, okay, phew. Oh, okay, we found Blood Moon. We aren't going to want the Blood Moon for a couple turns, so I think we can, like, top the Mishra's Bauble, get an artifact into the graveyard. Go top, top. And can't really do anything else here. I guess we could play Explosives on one, which is pretty good. I think I'll do that. It just uses our mana. Jeez. Get punished. They're just going to kill us with a pair of Ingenious Smiths. I hate this card, by the way. I think it's a stupid card. But, hey, it gets work done. It's a threat, and we got to start killing them. Fortunately, we have 2 Prismatic Endings to get them both off the table. Just going to take a little bit of time. Oh, come on. Thoughtseize, really? There goes one of our Prismatic Endings. Now, this is one of the big reasons to splash black in the deck, is so that you can get access to Thoughtseize. Okay, they're going to leave the Prismatic Endings for us, so we're going to be able to get rid of their Ingenious Smiths. And we'll go to their upkeep and crack the Bauble, because we know they're playing Thoughtseize at this point. They're drawing it, in fact. Ugh, Pure Steel Paladin. This is bad. Fortunately, they only have 2 artifacts currently, so they can't actually equip it. We can Prismatic Ending the Pure Steel Paladin on our turn. But we're still just taking damage. We're going to die to these creatures pretty quickly. And we're drawing Blood Moon plus Unknown. Oh, come on, really? Yeah, you should have just done that pre-combat. Wear Tear? I mean, it would be a good card if we had access to red mana. I think we have to end the Paladin. And nothing else for us to do. Not going according to plan, correct. Getting the Hallowed Fountain there for the Prismatic Endings, not having the Sacred Foundry is pretty rough. Yeah. Oh, that's game over. I'm not super happy with this one. I mean, super value, but if our opponent's fast, then we just die. No way with charms? Oh, I see. Yeah, with the Archmage charm. We're only playing the 1, though. What? I guess this is for... I don't even know. Like, we don't have Brainstorm in this format. What's going on? Okay, so it's control. It doesn't have a companion. GG's? Oh, hey, yeah, absolutely GG's. You were the Hammer Time player. Fantastic. Glad that you found us. The game 3 was pretty awkward on my side, but yeah, you were able to do the Hammer Time thing, apply pressure, and get it done. So GG's. Yeah, exactly. Hard mana game 3. It was unfortunate, but I mean, I kept the hand. Alright, so I guess we just Mishra's Bauble now. I don't think they're going to Thoughtseize us. They're drawing Island. Nice islands, though. Oh, really? Are you going to let us hit you with Ragavan? Maybe they have Solitude in hand or something? Well, they're going to let us get mana for Counterspell, so let's go. Love to see it. We got the hit with Ragavan. Exiled one of their islands. I think I'm just going to pass the turn. We get to hold up Counterspell this way. Potentially counterspelling a 3 fairy could be good, although it looks like they're all islands. Okay, dismiss that one. Painter's Servant. I guess we can bolt that, right? Oh, and that works with, like, Fury and Solitude and all that other business. So all cards are blue now? I don't even know what's going on, friends. I have no idea. Okay, it worked. Let's consider. Mother Bauble. Do I want a Bauble? Not really. Okay, now we got double Counterspell up. Let's see what we get off the top of their deck. Whispers of the Muse. Draw a card. Don't mind if I do. And we still have double Counterspell. Scarecrow. Sacrifice, draw a card. 4, return target artifact creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. I guess we just Unholy Heat this. Alright, Ragavan, get to work. Make some mana, draw a card. Yeah, it looks like it. Meme-tastic over here. Mono blue Scarecrows. Serum Visions. I don't think we've played a land this turn, so let's top that. Archmage to hand, and then Tarn. Play the Tarn, pass the turn. Still a double Counterspell. Other blue creatures get +1/+1. Target artifact becomes blue. I mean, we can't let this resolve because I guess I could Prismatic Ending it. I don't know. I just feel like Counterspell is a good thing to do with this. We have all these Counterspells in hand. We might as well counter it. And that way we get to use our mana on the opponent's turn instead of using all of our mana to Prismatic Ending on our turn. I'm a control deck. Now that'll speed things up. Start with Ragavan, make some mana. Growth Spiral. Growth Spiral draws me a card. I don't have any lands to put into play currently. It's okay. I want a Murktide. And then I would only have... Yeah, I wouldn't have double Counterspell up, whereas if I Murktide, I still have double Counterspell. I think I'm just going to let the Growth Spiral do nothing. Yeah, I feel the same way. Casual 8/8 for 2 mana. Sure. uh, why not, right? 1, 2, 3, then I still have double Counterspell. Cool. Okay, so our opponent is playing a mono blue Painter's Servant deck. I mean, if they're playing blue, Mystical Dispute's gotta be good. Let's bring in Blood Moon, right? Is Wear Tear any good? They did show us a lot of artifacts. And Wear just might be, like, better Prismatic Ending. I don't know. Prismatic Ending has so much flexibility. We might want to keep some of them. Then again, I'm fine with just running this. Not too sure about Flusterstorm. It looked like they had a lot of creatures in their blue deck. Good question. Blind. I copied this list off of recent top 8. I think it was NSCG Tour. And the pilot was running 2 Jaces. My assumption is that it's for grindy matchups. So that I have a way to accrue value turn after turn after turn. Although we could also just play big Teferi. This is fine. Ragavan looked pretty good last time. Ooh, Rebob is mulliganing heavily here, down to 5 already. Mulliganing on the play. Mulliganing to 4. Now, if I'm able to get the counter spells online, which I can do on turn 2... Oh, thanks. Jace bullies blue-white control. That makes sense. Mishra's Bauble? Sure. Play Ragavan. They Bauble. They don't have Thoughtseize. Let's Bauble them now. They're drawing an island. Nice. Love the no play on turn 2. We just get more counter magic. Love to see it. Oh, they have a thing. Depart the realm. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. I think we just dispute this, and then we can still hold up Counterspell. Scuttlemutt. Add 1 mana of any color. Target creature becomes the color of your choice. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, I'm going to hold up Counterspell. We're just going to pass turn. Scuttlemutt. I guess we counter this. I want to be able to continue attacking with Ragavan. What do we have for white? We have Wear Tear, otherwise there's no white cards. Yeah, we're just going to get another Steam Vents. Could just get an island. Opponent might concede here. They have 1 card left in hand. Nope. We get to continue to play. Target red creature gains haste until end of turn. What is even going on? They're like scarecrows. I don't understand exactly what's happening, but they are scarecrows. I wonder if I should even just play this so I get more damage on the table. Whatever, we'll cast it for the laughs. We have 1 more counterspell, Archmage Charm. I think we'll just hold up Archmage Charm this turn. We could have also just played Murktide. 1, 2, 3, make it 6/6. Just counter all your spells all the time. Must be frustrating to be opponent. Alright, we'll bluff Counterspell, pass back. Although I don't think that they're going to be playing around Counterspell at all. They're just going to play their cards as is. Darcy. I can give Darcy haste. So they take 7, 8, 9, go to 1. I think I probably just Expressive Iteration. See if we can find removal for that Painter Servant. Mystical Dispute is nice in hand. We got the Lightning Bolt to remove the Servant. Oh, that's great. Okay, so Dispute to hand, Canal to bottom, Bolt is in exile, use the Bolt, kill this. Attack all, and we have Mystical Dispute up. Seems good, man. Oh, that was lethal? Okay, well, great. GG. Easy. Like this hand. Seems legit. Let's keep. Alright, so they got a Luris. Land on top. We already have Flooded Strand to get land into the graveyard. Do I want the third land? To the graveyard with you. And we'll stop on upkeep for the Mishra's Bauble. What the? Okay. Tomb of Yawgmoth. Get a Ragavan. So we could dash the Ragavan here and get a hit in with it. I don't think we're doing too much else. I don't really want to iterate this turn. It is! Winner, winner! It is Pox. Speaking of which, there's Pox. Get rid of the Unholy Heat. And the Flooded Strand. Cling to Dust, which allows us to draw a card. But then we lose the Treasure. And Treasure's how I'm casting Ragavan. Think we go ahead and go for the Cling. Oh, nice draw. Flagstones. Seems pretty good with Smallpox. 4 mana. Did an iteration with a land drop to make? On turn 4, I played Flooded Strand. Oh, Braids? Oh my god. I love that card. Oh, the turn I dashed. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Went for the dash. Oh my god, Death Cloud. It probably is in their deck, too. I used to play Death Cloud way back when. Shadow Spear? Interesting. So if we play Iteration, I could find land and Counterspell's good. Graveyard Shadow Spear for Saga makes sense. They also probably have the rack. Alright, so Darcy, Island to the bottom, take the Spirebluff, play the Spirebluff. And then I can hold up Counterspell, or I can play Darcy. I think I want to hold up Counterspell here. Yeah, if we bricked on land, that would have been terrible. Zurin Orb. I think we counter that one, right? Don't want to let them sacrifice their flagstones. Into the graveyard. Oh, you're thinking don't counter. Okay. And now I'm going to get Death Clouded for 3. Yep. Yep. Definitely should have held up that Counterspell. You're right. That was a bait. Ah, you're welcome. Opponent baited us masterfully. Should have seen the Death Cloud coming with the talismans. Thanks for coming by, handsome. Catch you next time. So if we attack in, they make a token and kill our monkey. And opponent says they'll send me a link to their list. So once the game is over, we'll take a look at it. Like I said, cannot attack. Urza's Saga will make me cry. I guess that's the reason we should have kept the Darcy, because then we could have been attacking in the air and it would have been a 2-turn clock. So yeah, that was a pretty big mistake as well. I've been making errors in this matchup. I don't see how we're doing anything with this monkey anyways. Why didn't I use the Mishra's Bauble on the upkeep? Oh, because I didn't have a stop on the upkeep, that's why. Yeah, I mean, they can Relic here, but we don't have the mana anyways. Why do they have Zurin Orb in the matchup? So that, first off, with Urza's Saga trigger on the stack, they can sacrifice it, but also with Death Cloud on the stack, they can sacrifice all their lands. Alright. So if we draw a Lightning Bolt off the top, we can still win, maybe? That's only if they don't have another artifact to play right now. Artifact kills me. Yeah, Lightning Bolt you. Oh, yeah, Brought Back is such a good card. I mean, they do have the colors for it. Alright, Bolt on top. Bolt on top. Oh, so close. If they didn't have the... I mean, like, the Murktide can't block both anyway. If they I was going to say, if they hadn't used the Relic, we could have Murktide this turn, but they still have one attacker that gets through, so GG. I'm thinking about Moon. They had a lot of non-basics. Yeah, I really like the Wear Tear. And then I'm also wondering about maybe Flusterstorm. You like the ending as well? What are we really... I guess we're hitting... We could hit their rocks, their artifacts, with a Prismatic Ending. I'm going to take out Unholy Heat. And I'm going to bring in a pair of Flusterstorms. Try and counter some of their smallpox and the like. Maybe Death Cloud. Maybe if I countered Death Cloud, I would feel a little bit better. Really like Expressive Iteration in this matchup. I think we're going to run with this. Must play 4 iterations. There's only 3 in my list. Fool. We're on the play. We get to go Darcy into Consider. It's close. If I miss the land, though, I could get seriously punished with a smallpox. I'll cast Consider on my upkeep. It doesn't matter if I cast it on the upkeep. Not really. It's just, you know, like, odds. What's the odds the top card is a land or not? Because if we draw a land, we can hold up Counterspell. Get Mishra's Bauble instead. So you have a pair of instants, no reason to sacrifice the Mishra's Bauble now. I'll just wait until their upkeep to sacrifice it. Oh, they have a Fatal Push, sure. And another Fatal Push. There's a Talisman. Oh, we get Wear. But I think I want to Iteration this turn. See if we can find some lands. We do find lands. Blood Moon not looking too good right now. It was looking a lot better last time. Looking like it's going to hurt us more than it's going to hurt them. Well, nothing else we can really do this turn. Let's go to their upkeep and crack the Bauble. Oh, there's Castle Lochthwain. And another Talisman. And a Ratchet Bomb. Two Murktides. I like that. Playing Murktide does take down Counter Magic, but it doesn't die to Fatal Push, which is a known card in hand. We could Iteration, look for land, then play Murktide. Although if they have Death Cloud, that's really bad, so maybe I'm just supposed to hold up Counterspell this turn, and then Murktide next turn. Counterspell to hand. Serum Visions to bottom. Flooded Strand. Exile. Play Flooded Strand. Pass. Yeah, I think we hold up Counterspell this turn. Next turn, Murktide hold up Counterspell. Ah, now they can't take care of any of my zeros. Of which I have 0. Another castle because it's not a legendary land. Yo, Belcirc, thanks for the follow, friend. Alright, we gotta take down Counter Magic for a moment. Actually, we could just hold up. I don't think they're gonna have a lot of instants, though. I don't think we need to worry about that. Let's just go get a tapped white source. Au Canal de Bois, thanks for the follow, friend. Seven, 3 attacks. Ratchet Bomb is not going to work against this one. Okay, yeah, Castle Loch Thwain, drawing a card, and hitting them for 4. Smallpox, Counterspell. Oh, there we go. Now we can wear Tear. Oh, is this a Death Cloud? Looks like Death Cloud. Yep. Discard 2 cards. Wonder what lands they're going to get rid of. Think I'm going to get rid of the Blood Moon and maybe the Consider. Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. And they get rid of their basics? Oh, I should have kept the Blood Moon, damn it. Well, they have no cards left. And we have another Murktide. Can't really wear Tear now. It would be nice to wear Tear, but we don't have the 3rd land, so I'm just going to Murktide. Okay, we'll go to their upkeep, crack Mishra's Bauble. They have a Vindicate coming up? Oh, that sucks. They can just Vindicate my Murktide. What a perfect draw for them. Should have Baubled before Murktide. Would it have made much of a difference? Let's go get Island, get rid of Urza Saga. Yeah, I guess. Maybe they would have vindicated a land. Yeah, hitting the Ratchet Bomb would make the Ragavan draws a lot better. You're right. I was thinking, like, get rid of their lands, then maybe they're not going to be able to do too much. Seems like they can still do quite a bit. Ah, well, we have Counterspell for Luris. Another Urza Saga, that's a pain. Can't counter that. Another Ratchet Bomb. Yep, Blood Moon would be pretty good. And imagine we actually discarded one earlier. Oh, we don't have an island anymore? We got rid of it, huh? Shame. Prismatic Ending. Don't fetch so you can sack fetch lands later. Good point. I was hoping to get a second basic island, but it looks like we'd already lost it somewhere. There it is. Tagging with Ragavan's not too good when they have Urza's Saga ready to just block a creature. Whew, and my clock is way lower than theirs. I've used way more time than they have. I think we're just about toast. Cool to see a Death Cloud deck actually do some work. That's awesome. Urza's Saga just seems like such a good card. Goes in everything. Why am I not playing Urza's Saga? Yep, opponent's deck seems really cool. Chalice on 1. I guess we'll just counterspell that, huh? Need to drop the league and just play their deck? Good idea. Another Ragavan? Cast this. They'll probably use a Ratchet Bomb to destroy it. But who knows, they might just attack into it. Let us block with it. This would be way better if I had a Lightning Bolt waiting in the wings. Another Ending. Let's get them to use one of those Ratchet Bombs. They have the Castle Thwain to continuously draw cards. Pretty easy to draw one card every turn with this. especially when you're hellbent. Yup. Sack those flagstones. Gain some life. Get another land back. It's basically free. Just sacked Urborg so they could play Urborg. Activate Castle, sure. Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt Zolt. Inquisition. I guess so. Don't really feel like responding to that. I mean, we could Lightning Bolt them, and then they take the Flusterstorm. But now that they know we have a Flusterstorm... Oh! Well, I guess we just throw that down. We only have a single blue mana. It means we can't Murktide anymore. But it also means they stop drawing cards with Castle Lochthwain. Ah, okay. Play Bolt, Flusterstorm is dead anyway. Fair. Yeah, I think so too, but we're going to see what else the opponent can do. Because their deck is cool, so I want to see it. And currently they only have 2 black mana, so they can't Death Cloud. Sack Urborg, play Urborg. Another Blood Moon. Well, playing the second Blood Moon doesn't seem too good if they're going to use Ratchet Bomb to kill it, so I think we just pass the turn here. And they decide not to tick up the Ratchet Bomb, so they're not worried about the Blood Moon. Damn, there's the 3rd black mana. Vindicate on the Blood Moon, okay. Storm count of 1, so we can Flusterstorm, make them spend 2 mana. If they don't, that's 1, 2, 3, tap, 1. It's all irrelevant. Nothing matters. Uncastable Murktide. Double Bolt puts them to 4. Nah, they have Zern Orb. Bolts don't matter. Stupid Blood Moon, keeping me from my Murktide. Why did I do this to myself? Ah, to take up Ratchet Bomb, that's why. I see. It's all coming together. Unfortunately, my clock is going to be the end of me. Even if I find a way out of this game somehow, I'm still going to lose. But I want to see the most out of the opponent's deck as I possibly can, because it's really cool. Ah, they really didn't like that Blood Moon. Got rid of the Ratchet Bomb, though. Ah, well that's why, because they had Urza Saga. Damn it. So they have to tap 3 mana for Flusterstorm. Might as well just discard the Flusterstorm. So they should draw a card here with Castle. Draw another card with Castle, sure. Put them to 6. But they can gain quite a bit of life with Zern Orb. So if we, like, potentially try to kill them, they can just say, nah, I'll sacrifice some lands and live instead. Ragavan's not looking too good when they have Urza Saga ready to make a token, so I'm just going to throw that away. I mean, Shadow Spear's right here. Is that a good one? So I think I Wear Tear kill the Construct and the Saga. Yeah, before on tap for sure. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to kill the smaller Saga so they don't get a pair of Constructs out of it. Yeah, they get to sacrifice it, gain 2 life. Yep, yep, yep. Alright, F6, I have nothing to do. They don't actually have enough lands right now to survive. Because they go to 8, then take 8. Looks like I win. Now, we've got 3 minutes left on the clock, so we're going to lose this match, but I'm pretty happy about winning that game. Flusterstorms didn't seem very good. Maybe we bring in engineered explosives, and then we can, like, go for 2 and take out all their rocks. Oh, the Jace could be good as well. We don't have time for a long game. We can't Jace. We just don't have time for Jace. We have 3 minutes. But I do like your thinking. The Jace is pretty good. Oh, Canal. Yeah, it's a loss, but that's okay. We managed to win game 2, which was exciting, and yeah, we're gonna lose the time, but that's okay. We got an exciting game, a match of Magic out of it, and we got to see the opponent's deck through 2 exciting games. So I'm definitely happy with this. Okay, so they reveal Mishra's Bauble. Go ahead and skip from here. More magic! More magic! Modern Horizons 2 at HFX, Modern on Saturday in town. Nice! All the magics. Two, three, five, six. Ugh. To hand. Bottom. Reveal. I really want Island, though. Damn it. Yeah, I definitely could be playing this game a little bit better, but I'm under the clock, so we're going to be seeing subpar play this game. Yeah, it would be nice to have Counterspell right here, you're right. so we could counter a smallpox. Maybe I should have just played Engineered Explosives on 2 there. The worst part is we don't have enough mana to get the Murktide down after we play Blood Moon. Again, could have had 2 mana up for the Engineered Explosives here, but I'm under a lot of pressure from the clock, so making mistakes. "37 seconds. "25 seconds. Oh, how big did you just make my Murktide? 25 seconds. Oh my god. Opponent just put out the GG? Oh my god. This hand is okay, I guess. Like, it doesn't have the turn 1 red card that we really want. But we have cards to play for, like several turns. I guess I'm going to keep it. I think this is probably better than a random 6. Are we actually against control this time? Alright. Stop using so much of my clock during the opponent's turn. Come on, let's go. Go, Blood Moon. Wall of Omens. Prismatic Ending. Oh, there's a card. I like that draw. Instant sorcery land. We're just missing creature or artifact. Well, I guess I'm just going to play these 2 creatures. Prismatic Ending. Good Expressive Iteration. If we hit this with anything, we can bolt afterwards. Jeskai makes sense. Because why wouldn't you play Prismatic Ending? To the graveyard with you. One of my white sources. I don't really want to draw it. Oh, there's the other one. Alright, I guess we'll just play this. 4 card types, so if we can kill Wall of Omens, we can get in with Ragavan. Oh no, we're keeping that on top. Alright, opponent's having a think here. Oh, look at this! Opponent has 66 cards in their library and 6 cards in hand. They're making a deal with the devil. Does Ragavan connect? Do we get 5 damage or only 3? Archmage Charm, gain control. I mean, it does mean we can cast Murktide. And then we probably have to just kill this. Do we need to kill the Ragavan? Because I can just play Murktide and then just block this. If I Murktide, they might Wrath anyways. Alright, yeah, we'll just Murktide and pass. So we have Sorcery, Land, Creature, and Instant in hand to get Delirium back. Solitude. Damn it. Now we gain a bunch of life. But we're going to have to kill the Ragavan now. Counterspell. Do we still want Counterspell? Because we got to deal with this Solitude now. Ending does not kill Solitude. I guess we could have let the Ragavan hit once, and then Lightning Bolt this, ending the Ragavan. Because, yeah, our hand sucks now. And this is not a race. Oh, do they have Murktide now too? Nah. I guess they could have Murktide. Could kill Omen. Another Darcy. Like, I guess they can just cast Yori in here, Blink the Solitude, get rid of our Darcy. Looking pretty bad. I probably should have just went ahead and ending the Omen because they can blink that with Yorion as well. Yeah. Seems bad. Do you have Counterspell? Yes, you do. I think that's pretty much the end of this game. I don't think we can bounce back from this with the opponent having more cards in hand and a better board. Can make it 3/3 Murktide. Seems good. Alright, so we'll bring in Blood Moon. Take out Prismatic Ending. Bring in Mystical Dispute. Bring in Jace. Flusterstorm, I guess. And then what do we want to take out? I'm going to want to have some number of removal spells. I guess we can just keep some Unholy Heats. Oh, the Chalice. Right. That makes things so much more difficult. Yeah, Charm and Moon is tough to do. Yeah, I was thinking about taking out Bauble, but then we take out an artifact for Darcy, and that's kind of rough. Oh, I like that. Engineered explosives? Yeah, I should have thought of that. They have Prismatic Ending. Oh, Blood Moon. I guess we'll keep that. Start looking for islands. Murktide. We're so far away from that. We need lands. I think we just get rid of Murktide. Oh, there's one island. Another Murktide. Cool. Oh, I was supposed to play Expressive Iteration. Damn it. Ugh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to play Iteration here. Oh well. Alright, so I need the red mana for Iteration. So I might as well tap these two, get that to go off. Hopefully find a counterspell, or a land to play counterspell. Because this is getting island for sure. Okay. So let's see here. Flusterstorm to hand. Ragavan to the bottom. Exile the Scalding Tarn, play it, and pass. So now next turn we can play Blood Moon with Flusterstorm up. I could play Darcy here, but then I take down Counterspell. I think I'm just going to pass. And I want the two islands. They're playing Deluge. Do we just Flusterstorm this? I think we do, right? Pass turn. Same targets. Counter my Blood Moon with a Flusterstorm. All mountains, opponent. You would have a basic island. Another Blood Moon. So I think we go Darcy Murktide. Next turn, play Blood Moon. Or just hold up Counterspell would be better. If we get land, we'll play Blood Moon again. What the? Shark Typhoon. Cool. Damn, that one basic island. You're not supposed to be able to play Magic, opponent. I played Blood Moon. When I play Blood Moon, you're supposed to do nothing for the rest of the game. Stop it. Alright, so they put Yori into hand. Oh, they have another thing to do. Engineered Explosives X is 1. Okay. Gets rid of Darcy. Salies, thanks for the follow, friend. I mean, we have another Murktide, but it's not going to be as big. I don't even think we can cast it yet. I guess we can. Ragavan. Can't get rid of the shark, though. If we could get rid of the shark, the Ragavan would be amazing. Probably just play Murktide here, pass the turn. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Murk is a 3/3 is not good. I think maybe we just hold up counterspells. I could just cast... No, I can't cast the Ragavan because they have engineered explosives. I think I just have to pass. Dash Ragavan to get in for 1 damage with Darcy. They block with Shark. Doesn't seem good. They're going to kill us with a Shark token. I'm going to be embarrassed. Because they don't have to do anything here. They don't have to play into our counter magic at all. I guess we can just start discarding some cards to hand size here, and that will allow us to make a 4/4 Regent, which can block the Shark. We also have a 3/3 Darcy now, so that's getting a little bit of work done. Still doesn't blow up the engineered explosives. Need pillage. There we go. Pillage would be perfect. Get rid of that island. Yeah, let's play Jeskai Ponza. Let's go. Okay. Opponent concedes to the 4/4 Murktide. Thank you for letting us get that game over with and moving on to the next one. Definitely a little bit out of my element with this matchup. I'm already not the best control player, so playing, this deck, which has a heavy control tilt against a control deck, I feel like I'm the novice playing against someone who maybe has a bit more experience, but that's okay. That is how we get better, by playing against people who are better than us. So we were thinking about bringing in the engineered explosives, right? Instead of the prismatic endings. Which leaves us one card, so we can bring in an extra Unholy Heat to get rid of their either a Planeswalker or Solitude. Seems okay. Well, that's what the engineered explosives are for, but yeah, we could have definitely had the one ending instead of the Unholy Heat, you're right. Maybe we would have an ending in hand. Hold Fluster. Yep. Because we'll have the Consider EOT, so seems good. Oh, that's a good card. Let's keep it. Can go get Island with this. Island with this. We'll be ready for Blood Moon. Omen of the Sea? We could dispute this. I don't think that's really worthwhile, though. Come on, I let you have your Omen of the Sea. Let me have my Expressive Iteration. Have you ever tried splashing Lotus Field Twiddle in this list for the Fast Mana Acceleration Hexproof Protection from Ghost Quarter? I have not. I think I saw, what was it? Someone was doing something similar with that, right? Was it Spike? He isn't sure if he wants you to expressively iterate. Generally, People will not want me to. No iterations. Generally, people will say no to the iterations. He was doing a Flagstones and Blood Sun? Sweet. Flooded Strand. Kind of thinking about dashing Ragavan here. Gotta do something, and this is a thing. You can just sing "Oh Canada" instead? Wow. Well, let's stand on guard for thee. Now they got a thing. Costing a lot of mana to do the thing. Oh, Shark Typhoon. Okay. So we can Unholy Heat this. Canada isn't real. Really, it's called Turtle Island. Counterspell? Oh, well, can't get anything with that. But we do have 2 mana, so that's pretty good. Alright, we got 1 hit with Ragavan in. Let's see if we can do it again. Canada is America's hat. Oh, speaking of hats, Nerdy Orion, hats off to you. Give me a minute. I'll go get that. I'm back. Let's attack. Hat is bigger than the head. I got a really big head, so it has to be a really big hat for that. Restoration Angel. We only have 3 card types, so I think I counterspell this. $50K for a new beard. No one's cashed in yet, but I think someone's going to do it pretty soon. People have been saving up for it. I could dispute this, but then, like, I want to counter it, so if they have a counterspell for my counterspell, I can dispute that. But I guess I could Flusterstorm it? No, yeah, I think counterspell here, and then I have dispute for later. Flooded Strand. Jerk. How about you give me a good card? We don't have any way to spend our white mana. Let's just go get Steam Vents. Ooh, evoke a Fury, Kiki, Jiki in response to the evoke trigger? That sounds amazing. What deck are you playing to do that? Oh, they have another answer. Shark Typhoon. Will Unholy Heat. They Counterspell. Do we Fluster or Dispute this? I think we Fluster, right? You counter your own Unholy Heats, exactly. That's why I'm such a bad player. Another land? Come on! Draw me cards, Ragavan! How hard is it? What has that been? 3 hits and 3 misses. Meanwhile, like, they have 5 cards in hand. How do they still have so many cards? The Shark Typhoons have been really good. Now they got Engineered Explosives. We can't Ragavan anymore. What is the deck list? There you go, friend. Ooh, Iteration's a nice one. Oh, I like this. Let's see here. Darcy to hand. Bauble to bottom, and I want the Consider on exile. Alright, we'll dash this. Make them use the Engineered Explosives. And then we can play Darcy and Consider and hold up Dispute. I want to top that. More counter magic, please. They're going to scry 2 with Omen of the Sea. Got 7 minutes left on my clock, but this is the final game, so that should be plenty of time. Managed to finish a game earlier in 2.5 minutes, so... And that game was from start to finish. Well, if they're not drawing lands, they're drawing spells. Prismatic Ending. I think I have to counter this. To the graveyard. Nice. So good, and I'm so good at Magic. Top. No reason not to just do this immediately. I get the F6 value this way. Okay, we still have instant, sorcery, land, and creature. Yep, that's fine. Just making sure we still had Delirium, which we do. And this is lethal on board, but they got 3 cards in hand, so they'll probably have like Solitude for Murktide. No reason to hold up priority here. I have 0 cards in hand, so I can just F6. I have nothing to do. Yeah, there's Solitude. Well, that's not going to do any good against Solitude. I mean, but what do we cast the Engineered Explosives on, though? Are we trying to get rid of Chalice? Are we trying to get rid of Shark Tokens? Are we trying to get rid of Rest in Peace? Memory Deluge, pretty good one for the opponent here. I had a really, really nice string of plays. I think this was a really fun game, but if we don't find an answer to Solitude real soon, we're not going to win, and we've already used a bunch of our Unholy Heats. Shark Tokens, Chalice, and Rest in Peace are the reasons for Engineered Explosives. Top. If we had cast that Chalice last turn, got rid of the Scalding Tarn, we would have drawn Murktide this turn. Yeah, looks like it, Glory Fades. Still, had some good magic. And we still end the league on a positive note. Let's bring this out so I can see this a little bit better. Flusterstorm, Counterspell, Unholy Heat, Expressive Iteration, and Consider. Do you have a Counterspell? Oh, there's Deluge. Looking for Counterspell. Is there a Counterspell in your, what is this, top 4 cards? Nope. Oh, well, they could still have a lot of things. Solitude is an answer still. But we'll hold the Scalding Tarn in hand and try and, like, bluff a Counterspell. Well, if we had Counterspell, we would play it. This just returns Murktide to my hand. And now it's just a 3-3 when we put it down, which doesn't raise Solitude. Wall of Omens, sure. Flusterstorm, not the thing. Oh wow, 71 viewers. Fantastic. Well, thanks everybody for coming out to check out what the stream is about. Stream most weekdays. And it's a mix between Modern and Pauper. So if you enjoyed the content, we'll be back. Spell Pierce. Yay. I mean, maybe it's right to play Murktide here, but I mean, these cards are just garbage. With Teferi Time Raveler on board, they do nothing. Yeah, I think it's over. I'm going to play one more draw step, but yeah, it looks done. I can just have 6 here. I can't play anything on their turn because of Teferi. Consider this. I probably should have spell pierced that. Unholy Heat. Do we get rid of the Teferi or the Solitude? I guess the Teferi, right? They have 6 cards in hand. Like, they're still going to be able to do stuff. We can't counter their spells, so they can counter the Unholy Heat and we die. I don't have Delirium. Fuck. Okay. I made an assumption there. I saw we had so many cards in the graveyard, it's just... Could have used the Engineered Explosives, put that in the graveyard, and then Unholy Heat would have killed Teferi. Alright, well, we're going to end it on a punt. I needed to use the Engineered Explosives to get Delirium, and then target the Teferi. So I guess with the Teferi down, we still can cast Murktide, it's just we can't back it up with anything. Okay. So yeah, if we had managed to kill the Teferi, we could have had some counter magic here, but that's fine. GG's. Still managed to get 3-2. Happy with that. Had some pretty interesting matches of Magic. Had some interesting decks to fight against. So definitely enjoyed the league, even if we kind of ended it with a little bit clumsily. Again, not an expert with Jeskai Murktide by any stretch, but definitely enjoy the deck. Casual Murktide enjoyer. Alright, I'm going to do a quick breakdown of how I feel about the deck after going through a league, and then after that we're going to go on a raid. So if you want to stick around, there is some more Magic incoming. If you'd like to check out some more of my content, I do have a YouTube as well. I put most of my leagues up onto the YouTubes afterwards. So let's see here. Demir Mill is dropping today in 2 minutes. Otherwise, there's a whole bunch of modern and pauper content on there if you're interested in that kind of thing. All right, go back to deck tech mode here. All right, so after taking the Jeskai Murktide deck through a league, I can definitely see the strength that this deck has available. Like, Prismatic Ending is a really solid card, one of the best removal spells in Modern, as we well know, and then we're backing it up with Unholy Heat and Lightning Bolt, so we have access to incredibly efficient removal spells and counter magic, and some of the best creatures, period. Darcy, Ragavan, and then we also have Murktide backing them up. So this deck is just, you know, a very powerful option where you just have a bunch of really, really good cards, and, you know, the cards that aren't removal or amazing creatures or counterspells, they're all cantrips. So they're going to be replacing themselves and feeding your graveyard for your Murktide, for your Darcy. Love the synergy and the strength of this deck. Very high power level. As far as the sideboard goes, Wear Tear is always an excellent option against Hammer Time or what have you. Blood Moon, I mean, the card just wins games. If we had managed to get a Blood Moon down in game 3, it would have been totally different. Didn't get to see the Jace, unfortunately, but the Mystical Dispute was definitely pulling its weight. I would definitely like to play this deck again at some point. I would recommend it. although the price tag's a little bit high with those Ragavans, that's for sure. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the league, and catch you next time.